Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. I'm filming here at the moment in the rain, but it's lovely. It's a great feeling, and I don't mind. I took precautions. I took my umbrella, and I hope the wind is not too heavy, so it's going to break break my umbrella in that respect. And but of course, I'm not here just to talk about the weather and my circumstances, but I will soon flip my screen and show you more of where I am. And you can see the beautiful rain coming down here in the forest and in the heathland. And but also, I wanted to talk with you about if you ever feel hurt by people who are saying things to you under the umbrella. Typical under the umbrella. Sorry, that's good. I can laugh about my own jokes, right? Under the umbrella of being nice to you, but it's not really nice. It's sneaky, it's hurtful, and if I'm correct, they call that remarks from passive aggressive people. Yes, you have them. You have them around you, probably. I have them, lots of them around me. I always had, and I find it quite hurtful the way they can do things, the way they say things, and they say, "Oh, did you go to the hairdresser?" And then they don't mean just tell me, is my hair nice, is it not nice, you like it or not, but it's always these hidden little kind of sneaky remarks and interferences. And yes, I had to turn around a little bit for the wind, see if I can keep my umbrella in one piece. But yes, it's those kind of people who are the passive aggressive people who are hurting you in their remarks, and most of the time it's even people around you. I can really, if I want to, lash back at strange people who are doing it to me. I don't stand for it 1 second, but it's different when it comes from people around you that you care about, family, friends, even colleagues you have to deal with maybe on a daily basis, or clients or whatever. And there's a way to deal with them, and it's different for everybody really, because yeah, it depends on the relationship you have with the person, I believe. But I can tell you, I believe it's not a nice thing, and I don't like people doing it to me, and I can smell them coming a mile away if they try to diminish me with their flippant passive aggressive remarks. And I don't know if you can resonate if you have people in your surroundings like that, but if you have, well, let's talk about it, because I'm going to flip the screen and share with you more about the rainy view here and in the forest and the heathland. And we'll talk some more on the other side. See you there. Right, so here I am. I don't know if you can hear the rain coming down on my umbrella through my microphone. I have noise cancelling, but I don't know how much of it will come through. But anyhow, it's the sound of nature anyhow, so that's what it is. But anyhow, coming back to people who are putting those remarks out, those passive aggressive people, and I believe that's just so very toxic. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not sure if they realize it, if they know they're doing it or not, or but whatever way it is, sometimes they have to be put in place and being shown that. But sometimes it's not the right place, or it's not the right person to tackle on that. But they're all doing it under the name of love, of care, of being nice. Oh, I'm just being nice. I just want to say something about this or that, but it's not what they say, it's the way they say it. And well, it's also a little bit what they say actually as well. That's have to say that. So yeah, they slide this between the lines, and they sneakily put it in there, like you have the uncomfortable feeling that you're doing something wrong, because they're letting you know that you're doing something wrong or you disappoint them, but they're doing it in such a sneaky way. They just slide it under another happy sentence and a happy smile, and in the meantime they just crushed you there, and they just stepped on your heart, and knowing or not knowing it, they're doing it. And the other day, my son had a new job, and then I bring him to work because it's through the forest, it's through fields, through a long distance. And now, when it's getting winter, and I just bring him and pick him up, and hopefully in a few months he has his driver's license. But still, then people say, "Oh, no, why doesn't he go with a bike? He's still young. He has young legs." And I said, "Well, first of all, I never really asked for a solution, because I'm just fine with it. It's how I deal with it, and it's how I do it." But those people always seem to want to put a remark. So actually, what they're saying, they don't agree that I do this for my son, that I bring him and pick him up. And I mean, why didn't anybody do anything like that for you when you were young, or whatever it is? But yeah, it's one of those remarks, and I don't know if you have people around you in your surroundings who are doing it. Probably have, because it must always be, because I it's so much around you, and people just can't seem to help themselves. And sorry, I believe that those passive aggressive remarks from people, they're not meant for you to be nice and kind. Really, they are just there to confuse your head and force their sneaky little opinion upon you, and yeah, it's just not nice. It's really not nice. And these days, I really try to keep my distance from them as much as possible. And I don't agree, and I don't just justify it. I just step back. That's just it. Because when somebody hides, I believe that when somebody hides their aggression under the form of politeness, you can't win by being politely back to them. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit with my screen because I am holding my selfie stick and my umbrella, and it's, and I'm having this bag over my shoulder. So yeah, I hope you bear with me. Also, I wanted to say, of course, by now you must have noticed I am English is not my mother tongue, so I'm probably stumbling using the wrong words, but it's all coming from good heart and good intentions, let me tell you. And so I hope you bear with me here. So I firstly think that you can win a little bit if you can't talk about winning, that is, um, just by being clear, calm, and I'm just not available for their games anymore. It's a silent boundary I set for them, and it helps because it just becomes calmer for me. It's just I don't feel like going into arguments anymore, and I just give them a silent kind of treatment, and it's not to manipulate. It's just to silently protest and silently keep myself sane, whilst I actually prefer probably sometimes to lash out and let them exactly know what I think about it. But yeah, it's not always worth it, I believe. And one thing more, I think that if you this in your life, if you recognize this in your life, these people don't think for 1 second that you're too sensitive or you're overreacting or things like that. They're just doing it, and you just respond that you just respond, but you're done pretending that is cruel, mean, sneaky words and remarks. They it's just it's just kindness actually wrapped in love and care and being kind. And believe me, it's not, because if they really care, if they really like you, love you, whatever, um, they shouldn't be putting guilt on you or correct you or confuse you. That's my opinion. And what they do is it, it, it it's a competition actually they're going into, and I'm not entering that competition. So I believe if you stop accepting those small little harmless remarks, as they put it, as a normal conversation, uh, just accept them, ignore them, unless they go too far, of course, and you can build a little bit more peace around you and start to become a little annoyed by it, and just yeah, and if of course if possible, just leave them leave them out altogether. But saying that, it's about time for me now to close this video up, and to wrap this up rather. And I think I'm heading home because I think I'm still can expect a little bit more rain here. And so by this, I'm wishing you a very nice day. Take care of yourself. Take very, very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.